Warm good evening. Welcome to my podcast, Silent Whispers. First of all, I want to take a moment to thank all those people who have personally reached out to me and shared the feedback on my first episode. So, really grateful for that. Thank you. This is my episode 2, where I want to talk about the environment with which we surround ourselves. And it's very important to observe that how are we spending our time? What kind of people are we interacting with mostly on a daily basis? Because we become like people, average of 5 people that we tend to spend our maximum time with. So we have to be very, very cautious about our time and people, how and what quality of conversation and communication we are having with them. Because we attract who we are. So if you feel that you are spending a lot of your time around people who keep on gossiping about others, who keep on complaining about their life, the circumstances, and tend to make excuses in their life, then you are going to become like them. So try to observe where your time is going. First thing, you need to understand that you have to define what kind of people you want to attract in your life. Say, for an example, my purpose in life is to bring kindness and empathy in the corporate world. So I want to attract more people who are kind and listen to people with empathy. So, first, I need to understand that am I similar kind of person, yes or no? Because if I myself is not a kind of person who who has empathy or who show kindness toward other people, then for sure I'm not going to attract such people in my life. So first thing, what we have to do, we have to start working on ourselves. We have to start to improve ourselves. Like, I'll give you an example. Almost 2 years back, I was also on the similar lines where I used to mention that my managers do not understand me. But slowly, I started to observe that what is the thing that I am missing in myself, that I am not able to make my managers understand what help I am looking for. And that has brought a massive difference in me. Now, there is a huge difference in how the brain of a man and women works. Okay? So, men are very data oriented and artifacts oriented people. And we women are generally working on emotions. So we believe in letting people understand the situation by explaining the scenarios. But then I understood that if I want my management to understand my view, I need to come up with more data and evidences to make them understand what is my requirement. And that has made a huge difference. Earlier, I used to get frustrated that people are not understanding me. But when I started working on myself, that my approach is not right. So instead of blaming my management, is there something that I can improve in myself? And then it started to work. So when we talk about empathy, it has to be from both the sides. Earlier, I was expecting my management to understand where I'm coming from. But I was missing my part. I was not trying to understand where they are coming from. Since they are part of leadership role, they have lots of pressure and restriction on themselves. So there could be scenarios that what we are demanding for doesn't match and doesn't fit under their restriction or boundaries that they have. So being part of the same organization, we need to respect each other. We need to show empathy. And this is a very beautiful learning for me. Earlier, I was just thinking that other people do not have empathy. They are not trying to understand. But slowly, I started to observe that am I showing empathy towards other people from whom I am expecting help from? And that has helped me become a better version of me. Now I stay very calm. I take a pause and try to understand that if someone is not able to help me, what could be the reason? So I approach the person and started to have an open discussion, mentioning what is that something bothering me and what is your perspective, so that we can have a proper discussion and then we can come to a common conclusion. And it becomes so easier when we start to have better collaboration. Now, I do understand it will be difficult in your initial stages because in India, we have been conditioned from childhood that we have to look people as a competition. So whenever someone doesn't agree to us, our ego gets hurt. We start to feel offended. But that is something we need to improve upon. And once you start to show empathy, you will observe that people who were not understanding you will be slowly removed from your life, and you will start to attract new people who are similar like you. So if you want to become someone who wants to be a influencer or a motivation person for someone else. You want to set example for others. Then you start to spend quality time with people who are better than you. People who talk about ideas and improvements. And slowly you will see that you will tend to become like them. People who challenge you to come up with plans, how you can overcome some risk that you identify. Start working on it. Not necessarily that you will have a complete plan ready in one day, but you can take smaller steps, say for 2-3 days, and then within a week you will have the plan ready. Then you can have the reviews. And what it does is it gives your brain opportunities to think out of the box. The default mind setting is that we want to stay in our safe mode. So whenever people challenge you with something new, take that as an opportunity. And trust in universe that if you are not capable of something, those kind of challenges will not be thrown on you. So if some challenge is coming in front of you, that means universe believes that you are capable enough of handling such situations. And as and when you keep on improving yourself, better people will start to come in your life. So from now onwards, it's a humble request. Start to observe how are you spending your time? With whom are you spending your time with? Are you spending your time with colleagues who just keep on gossiping and trying to pull down other people? Or are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift others, who talk about ideas and improvements? So thank you so much, and we'll stay connected. Till then, bye bye.